In a world where Atlas is playing with their nipples, and RGG is killing all their rap, Falcom keeps delivering. Nearly 2 years after its initial reveal, and just 5 days after KONDO teased a big announcement in February, we now know why the shareholder meeting was so underwhelming. They had a surprise for us, and I think you can tell on my face, I'm super happy about it. Hello people. In this video, we'll go over the news, the reveal the trailer has for us, and then we'll look at the website. Since the website is up, there's some good information about the characters, the settings, and whatnot. In yesterday's Partners Nintendo Direct, KYOTO XANADU got a 4-minute trailer, and to me that is such a big achievement. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the first time we ever had any Falcom stuff in a Nintendo Direct was with the Trails in the Sky first chapter reveal, which is already a big achievement. The problem is that in the Nintendo of America livestream, we went over this announcement extremely quickly. It barely got 10 seconds, while on the JP side, it got a full minute. This time, full trailer. 1 minute and something trailer. And trust me, I cannot be happier. Oh my god! Oh my god! To me, there are 3 big things in this trailer. The first one being that, yo, the game is real and it looks good. It looks really damn good. I'm even going to say that it looks ambitious. 2D side scrolling, Metroidvania, and then some 3D? Back up. You know, personally, I think that it gives it identity. This is nothing like we've seen from Falcom. And some might say that Tokyo XANADU is a love child between Ys and Trails of Cold Steel. And I kind of see it. This, however, nothing like it. Nothing like it. We can actually say that KYOTO XANADU is its own thing. However, instead of saying it gives it identity, we're going to say that it gives it back. Because originally, XANADU was like this. And like they say here, it's going back to old roots. If you're interested, you have Ray's thread about pretty much the journey to KYOTO XANADU. I've only skimmed through it, but honestly, it's a very, very, very interesting read. The second big thing in this announcement is the release date. Summer 2026. What we got yesterday was not a teaser, was not an announcement or just an announcement. It was a whole trailer with a release date. And that means that the game could be coming as soon as in 4 months. Because summer starts around the 21st of June. Now, in my first shareholder video, I talked about a potential release date, which was between March at the very least and June or July. And it seems that we were spot on. It cannot be earlier than March because the game needs some kind of marketing, right? And it cannot be later, in my opinion, than July because then it'll coincide. It'll even harm the second game releasing it in September. The last big thing, and in my opinion, the biggest and most important thing of this whole trailer is that it was in English. It was in English. Let's take the recently released gameplay trailer for Trails in the Sky second chapter. It was still in Japanese, and that also happened with first chapter. This game, on the other hand, is already in English. That's so big. That is so big. So back in the day, a few years ago, to be really honest, Falcom used to only give out the scripts to localizers after they finished and released the games. Nowadays, it's a bit different. They do it early so that the localizers can get some time. Thing is, I think we all thought that Trails in the Sky second chapter was going to be our second worldwide release, but no, this game is also releasing worldwide, and that's absolutely incredible. So now a question arises: who is behind this game's localization? Well, for now, we don't know, but we can speculate. I saw someone say that because the game is going to release in Spanish, it 100% means gung-ho. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. And I'd like to say I don't really know why it would confirm gung-ho, but thinking about it, I think it makes sense. The previous Falcom releases, so East, Trails, well, and even Tokyo XANADU, were only in English. It is only starting with first chapter that we got additional languages such as French, Spanish, and German. Here apparently we have Spanish, now correct me if I'm wrong, so that could be a thing. However, we can also speculate about it being Axis, which were the people behind Tokyo XANADU. It wouldn't be too far-fetched, to be honest, because I think Falcom still works with Exceed for like the East remasters, right? And just last year, when Tokyo XANADU was ported to Switch, it got an updated localization translation, which is extremely interesting, right? Again, as of right now, we don't know who is behind the publishing in this game outside of Japan, but I don't think we have to worry too much. One last thing, I want to praise the title. The title is simply KYOTO XANADU. No Tokyo XANADU 2, no EX Plus, and no The Legend of XANADU. If this game is detached completely from Tokyo XANADU, it could be a good thing, a great thing even. It could mean that anyone could jump into the game without needing knowledge about the previous events, and that's the problem we have with Trails. Here, it is a good thing, because if it leads to Falcom expanding, that'd be great. That'd be really great. Alright, that's it for the review. There is some footage on the website here, which is like a mini trailer for some reason, but there is no sound. So what we're gonna do is play the soundtrack in the back and then watch the trailer, alright? Let's do that, and hold on, because this is an extremely tough soundtrack. Hold on, alright, let's go. This guy, the main character, is called Ray, if I'm not mistaken. And he's running away from some Yakuzas. What is... Oh! And bro, daylight. No, it's night, but damn. And bro, why does it look so good? The environment is, I'm gonna be honest, it's excellent. What is bro do? Why is there lining on his ear? Okay, man. Why is he blue? Why is he blue? Oh man, the soundtrack. Sure, whatever, man. You tell me he's running on the rooftop? Okay, this guy. Yo. I think he is 17. The cat. Oh no, that's some serious aura farming right there. But then again, why is he blue? Okay, this main character guy, he is very cool. I personally think he... Damn. What? Oh no. Yo, bro, open your ears. Y'all hear that? Yeah, alright, you got that shit on, bro. Alright. Yes, so I was about to talk about his design. I think that it's on the... what's the word again? Alright, man. It's on the... I can't get the word. He kind of looks generic, if I may say. Not in this one, hold on. But his haircut, his looks kind of look generic, alright? And we can, I think we can say the same about Ko in Tokyo XANADU. They don't have the usual flair that, for example, the trio's main characters have. The bit of uniqueness. However, in this fit, in this fit, oh, he got that shit on. He got that shit on. So we got a bit of screenshot, but should we screenshots? Oh my god! But should we explore the website a bit first? I think we should. However, as you guys can see, it's completely in Japanese, and our friend Google Translate is it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak, but whatever. Yeah, no, bro, this is not gonna cut it. But anyway, we're gonna do with whatever we got here. All right, the seed is the capital. They say that it's called Taito. Is that real? I feel like it's not. I feel like I read that Kyoto is actually the capital. Whatever. In addition to cityscape that makes you feel the weight of tradition and history, modern districts are also scattered in various places. I think it's old and modern, as we can see, because they kind of look well like this. Traditional, yes. We then have Hirosaka, enjoy your daily life at school. Eligible, only schools allowed to enter both captured. Okay. Okay, so know that this, what you see here, is called Hirosaka XANADU. This is basically the dungeon they go into. Let's say it's like the old schoolhouse in Colosseum. And I think here it says that only school members are allowed to participate to enter it. Find friends and strengthen your skills through classes and exchanges with students. Type shit. Aim for the capture of XANADU. Yes, because their goal was apparently capturing this Hirosaka XANADU shit. A variety of actions is the key to capture. Let's aim to capture the vast alien world Hirosaka XANADU, spreading underground in the underground of the school with 2D and 3D actions. Alright, so it's a bit it's a bunch of gibberish, alright? But from what I understand, it's set in modern Japan, where the capital is something. Again, I think it's Kyoto, but I'm not sure. We got Mr. Rei Kamiya, who is a boy who got the power to fight a strange monster in the wake of an event. He moves to the school. And what is the strange fate that comes to Rei, who challenges XANADU's capture? Sure. So I think the school is called Hirosaka School. And then, of course, we got the characters. So we got Mr. Kamiya Rei, our main character. And I won't lie. That little hat he has, that little jacket he has, the school jacket, it's really good. Then I suppose the main heroine is Rikudo Fuka, huh? Okay, Fuka, I saw someone compare her to Elise. Yes, they kind of have the same build, the same haircut, but hopefully she's actually a good character. All right, then we got can you scroll this, please? Please? No, you don't want to? View more? Oh yeah, the character screen, the page. I'm sorry. Twins, maybe? Probably twins because they're in the same year, I think. So we got Mr. Nakiri Kuzuki and Miss Nakiri Sena. I won't lie, y'all. I like their haircut. I like their haircut. It looks really good. Usually I'm not the fan of fades, like color fades in here. I'm an anime, to be honest. Just look at the recent Inazuma designs. They're not it. These ones, on the other hand, they look good. They look really, really good. And this guy, for some reason, he's got Vans jacket. Seems to be a bit on the delinquent side, this guy. Sister, though, don't have much to say, to be honest. And then we got this thing, which I suppose is this game's what is she called? Damn, Emma Scabber. I forgot her name. Oh my god, Celine. Does anything happen when we click? Oh, description. Alright, shit. So he seems on the confident side. Like he's not shy, he's not reserved. I think in his mind, he is him. So Mr. Kamiya K, your goal is to complete the Grand Labyrinth. So there's a XANADU. You're gonna definitely try. Shit. Oh, right. Hold on. Let's look at the voice act. Okay, so I got the guy. And something I saw someone say is that they did not go for big heads in the industry in terms of voice actors. As you can see, Brody doesn't have too many roles, and they're not very big roles. Like, okay, what is Bro's biggest role? Surely the protagonist from Rush Duel, right? Oh no, that's Sevens, whatever. Yeah, alright. Google Translate is not gonna cut it. I got ChatGPT on the side, hopefully it'll be better. So, this is, while retaining a boyish side, he acts in a carefree, aloof manner as if he can see through everything. For better or worse, he manipulates the people around him and moves at his own pace. Damn! Alright. On his first day after transferring, he boldly declared, "I'll completely conquer the Great Labyrinth," which earned him laughter from his classmates. However, it wasn't an empty boast. Using capable students as stepping stones toward his goal, he forcefully recruits them one after another, sometimes resorting to schemes and strategy. What? Okay, this guy's a menace. This guy... I know why he was chased by Yakuzas. Alright. 17 years old here. And then this is his type of weapon, which is... Oh, it says soul-bound weapon. Katana and wakizashi type. I think wakizashi is a short blade. I'm not sure. We got some screenshots. Hold on. Yeah, this guy... This guy is a cocky bastard, bro. This is some gameplay. You know, he got that shit on. He got that shit on. Ooh. Oh, hold on. I think she might be related to the guy. Hold on, can we get the trailer? Yo. There was a guy that looked extremely tough in the trailer. And I think he's like not the big boss, but the number one type shit. Can we see him? I cannot get him, but let's look at this. Oh my god. Real quick. Mother. As this girl said, yeah, the rookie's got a mouth on him. This guy's, he's up to no good. Oh, I found him. Yes, this, yeah, he even has strains of green. Right, so if we go back to the trailer, I think that these two are related because here it says, hold on, any admiration I had for my older brother, I threw that away long ago. Alright, her name, Rikudo Fuka, voiced by Hayashi Kodoko. Okay, ChatGPT was wrong because apparently it's Koko Hayashi. Yeah, these souls, they suck ass. Bountiful ass. Yeah. So she voiced a character in Proud Nordics, one of the new ones. And yeah, not many roles. Alright, a second-year student at Hirosaka Academy in the same class as Rei. A quiet, traditional Japanese beauty with straight black hair and a calm, serious personality. As the eldest daughter of the prestigious Kyoto family, the Rikido clan, she possesses outstanding potential. However, due to her complicated feeling towards her older brother Masayuki, the student council president with overwhelming ability, she has suppressed her true self and lived an inconspicuous, low-profile school life. Interesting. I feel like she and Rei, the main character, are gonna have a similar arc to Rufus and Lapis. Because of this, those around her have labeled her a failure, a reputation she has passively accepted. The Rei's transfer to the school becomes a major turning point in her life. 17 years old and has a Naginata soulbound weapon, which is a lance, the lance you see here. There's only one page? One image? No, there's gameplay. Well, only 3 images. Alright, Mr. Nakiri Kazuki, you're my prey, he says. I'll grind your weapon and your body into dust. Yo, chill. Okay, this guy got a decently big voice actor in my opinion. So he's Ishigami from, what's it called? From Love is War. He's got Bisco from, Sabikui Bisco, Rusted Bisco, or whatever the name in English is. And then he's Yamcha in Daima, sure. Who the fuck is Bruce Lee? Alright, this guy seems like a bigger voice actor than the others. A feared delinquent, yeah, you can see it. Upper class man at Hirosaka Academy, the lone wolf type. Interesting. He fights in the labyrinth to vent the savage destructive urges he keeps buried inside. If he means protecting his younger sister, Senna, he won't hesitate to use vines. Who the fuck is calling me at this hour? Oh my fucking... What did I do to y'all? Leave me alone. So where was I? Okay, yeah, so, if it means protecting his younger sister, Senna, he won't hesitate to use violence, even against other people. Though he looks rough and reckless, he's actually sharp-minded and often makes strategic, calculated decisions when tackling the labyrinth. Well, I'm going to be honest. Compared to the 2 previous characters, he seems to be on the normal side. Not sure if this is very clear, but no surprises there. I think I could have guessed from his design alone that he was this type of character. Alright, Brody is 18 years old and uses a battle axe. Let's see the screenshots. Yeah, he got a pretty big axe. Yeah, that shit is big, and I'm gonna be honest, at first in the trailer I thought it looked like a key. Damn, this game looks good. Alright, Miss Nakiri Senna. Well, if it's a cute underclassman asking, I guess I can give a little special treatment. As in, it's probably a service. Because previously they said that Ray was, he was like, yo, you gotta help me. You gotta help me in the labyrinth. That's probably what she meant. Nakiri Senna, voiced by Tsuyumi Suzushiro. Nishika is, from Bochi? Mary K from Love is War. Oh, she's Aina. She's Tama as well. Well, to me, that seems like a pretty big voice. Shinigami? Yeah. She's a big voice actor in my book. Kazuki's twin younger sister, a friendly and sociable upperclassman with a strong girly charm. Huh. She usually acts like a big sister towards Ray. But when it comes to romance, he tends to jump to conclusions and end up self-sabotaging. What does that mean? Alright. Due to an incident she experienced in middle school, she seems afraid of getting too close to others. She also carries some unresolved trouble with Kazuki while continuing her school life. Interesting. So I would have guessed just by her design and by her brother's description that she was the friendly type on the outside, but she harbors some kind of deep wound on the inside. So she's 18 as well. Well, they're twins, so it makes sense. And then her weapons are mace and shield. It's like Kasara in Tales of Arise. Hold on, can we see? No, we cannot see. Never mind, we can. That's a very interesting type of weapons for her body type, if you ask me. And then we got this thing, which looks digital, huh? And under wraps. She's some kind of sealed beast. Alright, how much you want to bet? This is the final boss. This is the boss that's sealed in the Hirosaka's XANADU labyrinth that we're going to befriend at the start of the game. And then we're going to have to fight at the end. Like in, what's it called? Bravely Default. Alright, her name is Lului. And voiced by who? Koga Aoi? Which is honestly a big voice actress as well. Wow. That's Kaguya from Love is War. Komi from, Komi-san. Duh. And then Paimon from Genshin. Yoda, huh? Never clocked that. Alright. A mysterious girl Ray encounters inside the Grey Labyrinth. Well. She has a distinct, haunting way of speaking and a striking presence. Though she appears to be around 10 years old, her true age is unknown. Elusive and unpredictable, she might suddenly appear at Ray's home or join the Labyrinth's exploration team without warning. What? Oh, by the way, here she said, "I'm hungry. Can I eat?" Sure, little J, sure. She has no grasp of general social norms, making her thoughts hard to read. She has an enormous appetite and will basically eat anything. Come on, bro. Try to be subtle at least. Oh, they gave her a uniform. Oh, that's cool. Does she still have the wraps? And you can play her as well. Interesting. Alright. I think this is it for the website. And I'll say I'm satisfied with it. I am satisfied. So far, I like the characters because they kind of subverted my expectations with these two and the little J, Lului. My favorite gotta be this guy, bro. What do you mean he gets people to join him by being a con man or some type of shit like that? This game got my attention and my curiosity. I don't doubt its quality because I know Falcom, I mean, sure, they will deliver. And this game can only be good because it's been in the oven for so long. The promise of delivering 2 games in 2026 is in fact real. And we actually doubted them at the shareholder meeting. Well, I did, all right. Now I can safely say that I was wrong. But I don't think this is going to be a staple unless they're able to do some kind of black magic and release 2 games next year. Also, I don't think that it's going to happen every year. I think it's going to happen every 2 or 3 years, to be honest. 2 full package games like we're going to have this year. However, this is just good all around, just good news. And, well, good news for the future. So with the trailer of Chosen the Sky second chapter, the gameplay trailer that we got for the Taipei Game Show, there was an interview with KONDO. I think I showed you a bit in the last video, but it was translated a bit. And I think at some point KONDO said that for Kai 2, they are doing a bit of a different approach, as in they are focusing on the script first, and then they're gonna develop. From what I understood for Kai Horizon, what they did was write the script and develop at the same time. If releasing 2 games this year can allow them to put their full focus onto Kai 2, well, what can I say? What can I say? It can only please me. One thing I did not like at the shareholder meeting was when KONDO was asked about Horizon 2, Kai 2, he was like, yeah, the moral and the team is kind of low, etc., and I did not accept that. I did not. Now, I understand it better. Way better. Because I can actually see the love and the soul put in this game and second chapter. But I still want Kai 2. I still want my Kai 2. And now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but bro, Kai 2 is going to release next year 1000%. Right? 1,000,000,000%, right? Unless they remake the 3rd first, which is going to anger a lot of people. Kai 2 should be next year. There's been some fuss also because at Falcom, they're like, yo, are we going to remake the 3rd or 0? We're going to remake the 3rd, and it cannot be any other way, all right? Why? Because the 3rd is going to be insanely easier to remake than 0. 0 is going to need new assets from 0. Maybe take some from Cold Steel 3 and 4, but that's about it. The 3rd, on the other hand, 99% asset reuse. That's honestly not a problem. However, they're going to do Kai 2 first or the 3rd. I don't know. Can they pull some black magic and do both next year? Who knows? Who knows? One last point I want to tackle is that if Kai 2 is indeed next year, can we expect it to be worldwide as well? Because by the end of this year, we will have 3 games that have released worldwide by Falcom. Both Trails in the Sky and this game. They're like, come on man, can I dream a bit? Of course I can. So, unless the script is so big, some shenanigans happen, it could actually be worldwide. No, hold on, I got one last thing to say. KONDO in the shareholder meeting interview, when talking about Horizon, he was like, there's a bit of a problem surrounding this game. It's not necessarily a problem, I'm just paraphrasing. He said that since Horizon is a PlayStation exclusive in Japan, of course, it's a bit troublesome. They were talking about sales and Horizon not meeting expectations in terms of sales, and this exclusivity might actually hurt the sales. That's why they're not too keen on releasing the game now. However, a worldwide release would totally fix this. Multi-platform release like this game, worldwide release in multiple languages, well, at least English and Japanese, probably Chinese too. That'd be great. Alright, this is going to be it for me, people. Again, I don't plan on doing this too often because I don't really like it. It's just, I feel like it's just jumping on any and every news, and I just don't like that. However, again, the goal to keep an eye on Falcom's development, evolution this year, because it seems like it's a very important period for them, as we're going to see them evolve past whatever they were before. You know, it's kind of like the carp becoming a dragon type shit. So if we get any news, big news, we will meet again. I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all and see you in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye.